Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We are in studio talking about Running with Ed. We have with us Tim Chesley as well as Sean Beard. And this is such a wonderful event, a way to support education right here in Park City. Welcome back to the show. How are you guys this morning?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Doing well? Very good. Well, I first have to give a little background on who we're talking to, because these guys are a big deal. What you guys did last year and what you are yet to do. So this is kind of cool. So first off, Tim, you're going to be running all 38 miles of this race.
Right.
That's kind of a big deal in my mind to many of us out there, so that's cool. And then also we have Sean Beard, and last year your team was the fundraising winner. $16,000 is what you raised.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you. I guess we should be saying.
Well,
that's great.
For me, that's the fun part of this race. I mean, the event itself is great, but the competitive edge of raising that money against other teams is what I get the biggest kick out of.
It makes it a good time. Very good. Well, Tim, first share with us, give us an overview for those who are unfamiliar with Running with Ed. What is this race all about?
Well, it's a relay race that goes through all the different schools and goes through Park City Mountain Resort and UOP. And it's a team of 5, and each person runs between 1.5 miles to 7 miles per leg. And this year we're trying to make it family friendly or non-runner friendly. We used to do a walkathon that we'd attach to it, but we're not doing that this year. So we're encouraging everybody that participated in the walkathon to join in Running with Ed. And anybody can do it. You can make it as challenging as you want it or as easy as you want to make it. And it's just a really fun community event. You decorate your cars, and you wear costumes, and there's a big exchange party at every spot where the runners exchange, and at the end we have a big all-inclusive finish party.
Very
which
cool.
is just
and
fantastic.
that's a really important part, is this party, the celebration of everything that's come together and all this work that you've done.
It's amazing. And this year we've even bumped it up bigger. We have great barbecue there, great drinks, and everything's included in the price of joining the race. So it's just a wonderful race.
Well, as I look at the different legs here, you guys cover some ground. You're not shy about where you're heading out to, and the area that you traverse. And how many different legs are we looking at here again?
There's 10 legs.
10 legs.
So each team member, a team of 5 would run 2 on a normal team. And the hardest one is the UOP, where you run up and over the
That's
UOP
a tough
leg.
one. I know that's Sean's favorite one.
Yeah, I'd walk it. If it was my leg, but I'm the captain of our team, so I don't have to.
You get to do it.
I get to pick.
You get to choose who
I'm
does
doing
that
the
one.
1.5 mile leg.
There you go.
It's amazing that Tim's running the whole entire route. 38 miles is insane. But really, to the non-runners out there, I mean, that's who I speak to. Our team name is 5 Fat Guys, so I get. I run once a year, and it's for this event. And it is so doable, and it's just so much fun, and it's really becoming a Park City signature event that I think if you haven't been involved with it, you need to get out there and try it. The value itself, from a runner standpoint, is great. It's reasonably priced. Everything that you get out of it. It comes back to, and obviously it goes to an amazing cause, the Park City Education Foundation.
That it does.
So.
Remind us, Tim, when we're talking about, well, Sean, when you talk about the Park City Education Foundation, really what types of programs or what things are people really helping these kids out with?
We've tried to develop it into, people ask us that all the time, but there's so many things that we do, and we're making such a huge difference in the schools. What's important to know is every dollar that we raise goes to the kids, every single bit. We have enough sponsors that cover the entire cost of the race. Our staff is absorbed by the Park City School District. And the cost of their salaries, but every single kid is touched by the Park City Education Foundation. What are some of the more popular after-school programs? The kindergarten, PC Caps. I mean that's one of my favorite. It's kind of like an internship. It's just wonderful. There's so many great things that we do. And this is only happening in Park City, and Running with Ed is just a part of how we raise money for these programs, But I was just, I can go on and on, but I'm so passionate and excited about what we're doing and how much it's grown over the years that it's, you pay that $80 to run this race, you're supporting the kids, and you're having a great value in racing.
And it doesn't matter if you have kids or have had kids in this program. Your school district is part of our community. It's a huge part of it, and it's our children that are going through the system.
You are investing in everyone's future, really, because that gives these kids access to maybe more programs or better teaching that, a decade or 2 or 3 decades later, that will all come back to your community, the way that they benefit your wherever you're at.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
And again, it does touch all the kids, from the sciences to music to athletics, everything across the board. Every child from K to 12 is benefiting from the Education Foundation.
I mean, I'd love for everybody to go in and see the PC Caps and see how excited these kids are about it. It gets you inspired to fundraise for education. I mean, it's amazing.
Well, those PC Caps kids have been here in our studio at one time. They're a great group of kids excited about learning, and you can help facilitate that. You're exactly right.
Yeah, and that's just one of the things that we do.
We have teacher teams. I know there's a couple teachers that run this, the entire race on their own as well, to raise money themselves for programs that they do. It's just a great event, and it's fun. And there's a lot of fundraisers out there, but this is unique. It's a team building thing. If you have a company out there and you want to get your staff together, this is a great way to do that. Like Tim was saying, our chase vehicles, we dress them up. It's a great camaraderie type of event.
It's fantastic. Well, so the big question is, how do we register? How do we go about preparing and getting our routines together?
Well, I mean, one of the reasons we're starting to come on your television show right now is the training starts on Monday. So the first step in the training is to go to runningwithed.com and sign up.
Wait, we're supposed to train?
You still have, how many weeks does he have still? A couple.
8 weeks.
8 weeks. There you go,
I
Sean.
usually start training the week
All
off.
right.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Day before.
If you start training on Monday, you can follow our training plan that's put together by Athletic Republic. And by the time May 17th comes around, you'll be ready for this race. You'll be ready to run it, enjoy it. You'll be fit. You'll lose weight, and it starts off easy. Day 1 is stretching. I think you can do that.
I can't stretch
Day 1.
either.
You can check that one off, Sean. He's trying to give you hope here.
Day 2, you run 2 miles, and you work up to a 5-mile run. But it's a real gentle training program, and it starts off easy, and it just gets kind of moderately hard. But it's designed just for a novice runner, or somebody just run a little bit, just to be able to go through this training program and enjoy the race, not necessarily win it, but just to be able to enjoy the day.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. We look forward to getting updates from you guys on a weekly basis. And like he was saying, you can go online for more information, everything you need to know. Appreciate your time this morning.
Register today.
I'll do it.
Counting on
Sean's
you guys
done
doing
it.
it too.
Tim's done
I'm
it.
registered.
You guys need to do it now.
We're on board.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Absolutely. We'll be right back after this break. When we do, we'll talk about what's coming up in the next hour.